got in his feelings with Yayo. I'm gonna touch on this. He got in his feelings about Yayo when I started saying King of Texas.
You never go on live outside, walking up and down streets in Fort Worth. Never. Be NBA young boy that bad. See, first you wanted to be me. You was my.
Jimmy, we got sauce seasoning and flavor. So you go back to your city and you tell these people what y'all do. Now we shooting duplas, right? Yeah, now we booming though, right? Yeah, you hear me? Yeah, getting a bunch of that wild.
Albert Walker, mundane. The world knows him as Sauce Walka. Didn't just break into hip-hop, he reprogrammed the code. Coming up out of Houston's South Side in the early 2010s, Sauce made waves with Sauce Theft Auto, a breakout mixtape that introduced his sound, style, and swagger to a new generation of Southern rap fans. Where most rappers chase trends, Sauce created them. His voice was wild, his flow unpredictable, and his slang, like drip and splash, soon became part of the culture. But it wasn't just lyrics that elevated him, it was vision. I don't follow no rules, I create my own sauce. Sauce Walka didn't just build a name, he built a brand. He founded the Sauce Factory, TSF, turning it into a fully independent label and lifestyle movement. Under his leadership, TSF became a launchpad for street-tough talent like Peso Peso, Rizzu, and Sancho Saucy. But the genius wasn't just in the music, it was in the marketing. Sauce turned everyday moments into viral spectacle.
You never see him change up his mood. So I give, right now, Sauce Walka is the biggest street rapper in Texas. He's the king of Texas right now.
Sauce Walka would even try to use his influence over the artists by suggesting that they just squash everything.
I was listening to Sauce Walka song, Go Yayo, and in the song he said that every time I called Bugatti, he pulled up and ran it.
Every time I called Bugatti, he pulled up and ran it. I tried to set y'all up some fights, you start talking Spanish.
You know what I'm saying? Did he really, you know what I'm saying? Because I never known Sauce to cap. Let me just first and foremost say, I never known him to cap. But it was one of them situations like, hold on, these niggas had an opportunity to get it out the way.
Couple times.
And Sauce set it up.
Couple times.
Flashy fits, raw rants, money showers. He leveraged social media like a billboard, making himself and his crew impossible to ignore. Every TSF drop was an event. Sauce flooded YouTube with back-to-back visuals, built a brand off his slang, and moved like a mogul without needing a major label. But success brings weight, and with TSF's rapid rise came tension from other corners of Texas. One city in particular had its own story, and its own voice ready to challenge the throne. While Houston celebrated Sauce's drip and independent wins,
you know, a lot of people in the Dallas area say you messed that deal up when it came down to QC, that you made a wrong decision by not linking with them when y'all had that opportunity.
The money they offered, you know, we had that in our pocket at the time, and I didn't know what I know now, but I knew that Yayo was something special. I remember vividly looking at Coach K talk to me, but he's looking at Yayo, and I saw how he was looking at him. See Coach K looking at him the way he was looking, I was like, we never even told him no. It was just like when we left QC, like I said this before, man, we went to Warner Brothers, the guy who signed Pimp C and E40 and Britney Spears and Jason Derulo, one of Yayo. Went to 300s, you know, everybody was at 300. Atlantic called, the guy who signed Young Boy. And
okay. First, I think Boom dropped what?
Fort Worth had Go Yayo, a different breed. Born Kyron Xavier Peters, Go Yayo came up with a voice forged in the trenches. His breakout hits, Boom, Damn Yayo, Drill Time, weren't polished, but they were powerful. His bars painted life as it was, gritty, violent, and real. Unlike Sauce's flamboyant showmanship, Yayo prided himself on being unapologetically street.
Now this is like, you know what I'm saying, how I say, we could get this other thing, but them other niggas over with. At the end of the day, I stopped with him because of Boo. You know what I'm saying? Boo was finna stop that nigga. They had an altercation at Freddie's studio. C. Slick told the whole story on the Dallas Globe interview. They had an altercation at Freddie's studio. You know what I'm saying? Yayo ain't want to fight somebody. He ended up pulling up to Boo Brother's house. Boo Brother ended up drawing down on him, spitting on him or whatever. Goddamn me, bro wasn't with him. So they wasn't doing Boo after that. I'm not knowing. At the end of the day, I'm chilling with Yayo now. We going Atlanta, Jambalaya.
I rap what I live. No filter, no front. That's why the streets connect with me. As his buzz grew, comparisons to Sauce Walka started creeping in. But for Go Yayo, it wasn't just about music, it was about respect. Texas is big, but hip-hop ego is bigger. And while Sauce Walka and Go Yayo never crossed paths in their early rise, the energy between them was always electric and unstable. On one side, Sauce Walka, the self-made mogul draped in diamonds and confidence. On the other, Go Yayo, unfiltered, street certified, and increasingly vocal about who he respected.
Punching in the pen, punching out here, nigga, I'm on that, nigga.
What he thinking is,
Rap band, more than 10 bands, now you pulling out a 50, 60, riding with your big dog. Man, y'all niggas quit playing on me, nigga. I ain't got, man, come on, quit playing the bands, if that. And where on the street you stay with your mom? Man, come on, quit playing. It really my last time I post these racks. Hey, how much paper you think that was that clown posted? Ain't no telling. I'll say about a 40.
talking about he rap God. I ain't seen no money yet. I ain't never. I don't care what a nigga talking about. I don't give a damn how hard I'm beefing with. No link up with no nigga option because I'm beefing with you. We stand on our 10.
And who he didn't. Some dudes love to imitate the sauce, but they'll never cook like me. All that sauce shit watered down, y'all know who really outside. At first, it was subtle. Social media jabs, offhand interview comments, lines and freestyles that never said a name, but left no doubt. Fans, bloggers, street insiders started piecing it together. This wasn't just regional competition. It was philosophical. Sauce built a legacy through strategy and spectacle. Yayo demanded respect by force.
That day, bro, when you guys were in Houston with you and Brand, you know what I'm saying? If you can kind of like walk us through like that day or that situation.
The day?
Yeah.
Bro, we was being childish up into that. Literally. Like, we was being childish the whole time we woke up. From when, it's crazy, because the exotic pop nigga,
right,
he pulled up on us as soon as we woke up, gave Yayo some shoulders and all type of shit for free. Cups, all type of shit. We being childish then. When we left there, we got some chicken, we being childish. Left there, we started throwing chicken at each other, throwing fries at each other, sauce, and throwing water and soda on each other. Like, we were having a little water fight, soda fight. We was just being childish the whole time. Yeah, that shit happened. Even when the shot started firing, I was being childish with the nigga Yayo. He was like, bitch, nigga, like, it was for real. I'm like, what the fuck? And then he was like, go, bitch, go.
So you were driving?
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
He was like, go, bitch, go. And I'm pressing the gas. I'm like, bitch, it won't. Get out. But before that, then Brown was like, I'm hit. But it wasn't no blood on him.
Damn. Where was he hit at?
I don't know. Now I know he got hit in the arm from the opposite side that he was shooting from.
So if it's from this side, he got hit in that arm.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay.
I don't know how.
Right. So you driving, you get off.
He had like a little blood right here though. Nothing.
2 movements, 2 cities, 1 state, and only room for 1 king of Texas. What began as social media shade and lyrical diss soon spilled beyond screens. Concerts and public appearances where both artists performed became flashpoints. Security had to step in. Crews clashed. Tensions rose. Behind the scenes, affiliates and close associates grew hostile. Interview threats turned into public calls for respect. The lines between music and loyalty blurred. When it got to this level, it wasn't about the music anymore. It was about survival. Social media amplified everything.
Where was the Thukas at in California? Where was the Thukas at in South Park? Fuck California. Where was the Thukas at in Houston, Texas, man? Where was the Thukas and the bazookas and the Tuka-Wookas and the blickety-blickies and blaminies and what happened to damn it, man? I know what happened. The motherfucking shells got to flying and it was, damn it, man! Oh, damn! Ah! I just wanted some drink. I'm just saying though, put that young superstar, and why you put that little boy in that fucked up situation like that? Led him to believe that you were just so much of a big bad guy that he was safe around you. You wasn't safe. By the time you getting plucked at, you can't go out of town to California and go even, you rapping about hustling and trapping and getting packs. You can't even go to California and score weed because they're gonna rob you because you're a hoe. You know what I'm talking about? Pull out the facts, man. Somebody lied to you, young man. Everybody know. Sauce Walka is the nigga that go gets niggas chained back in the street.
On-stage altercations, off-stage drama, online reactions, fuel for the fire, and law enforcement, they were paying attention, monitoring concerts, watching crews. A rivalry meant to raise hustlers' voices risked becoming something far more destructive. The Sauce Walka, Go Yayo saga shook the foundation of Texas hip-hop, exposing the high stakes behind music and identity. But the story didn't end in Houston. In Memphis, violence erupted at a show associated with Sauce Walka. The incident led to serious consequences.
It wasn't a like you said, it wasn't a Houston versus Fort Worth or Dallas or anything like that. But it got real ugly, for a minute. And now things have cooled down. What's your take on you and Go Yayo right now? What's the relationship like right now? Have y'all spoke? Have you wrote him?
I don't want to speak on the situation because he in jail, so I'm not gonna speak anything negative or about this man and this individual because he's in jail and he's incarcerated. And I don't wish jail on my worst enemy. I don't wish that on my worst enemy. He's not my worst enemy, but in life, I don't wish jail on my worst enemy. I wish for my worst enemy to be taken off earth and not breathe anymore. I don't believe in that. So with that being said, I won't get into details about what and why, but I will say this. I never gave a fuck about anybody in Texas feeling like they a king of anything. A king, I don't care about nobody feeling like they the greatest. I don't care nobody feeling like they're
still under investigation, reminding fans that these feuds can spill over state lines. What started as competition had become cause for caution. Yet, despite the drama, Texas and Memphis hip-hop scenes continue to thrive, powered by creativity and community hope. This saga teaches hard lessons about pride, loyalty, and the price of rivalry. It underscores the fragile balance between competition and respect in a culture that can elevate or destroy.